Love you.
Say, I love you.
Love
Candace.
you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, sorry about that. I clicked on the wrong intro. How is everybody doing? Thought we'd pop up for just a short live. I'm bored. I haven't done a video about summer in a while, so I figured we could get on here and just discuss whatever comes up. I would really, truly like to hear what you all have to say. And like I said, it's an open panel, so anybody that wants to come up, as long as you show your face first, you are more than welcome to come on panel. Let me hear what you have to say. Hello, TT. Single Mama 4. It's been a while, hun. Justice Jane. Hello, darling. Hey, Marie. How are you doing, hun? Like I said, guys, there's no agenda today. I just wanted to get on here and chat with you all, see what's going on, what's new. Hello, Annabelle. How are you today, sweetie? I hope everybody's good. If y'all hear a really weird noise, it's me scratching my dog. She's wanting her rear end scratched. Drives me nuts. She thinks she's queen of the palace. Yeah, you think you're queen of the palace, don't you? Jesus loves the little children of the world. True fact. This is true fact. And that little boy, I know that most of you probably already know this, but the Ethan Belcher, the hashtag justice for Ethan B., the little boy that said, I love you at the intro, that's who that was. And we do still need to keep his name and his story out there because we need to get that law passed, guys. Even if it is up there, we need to get it passed because once it's passed in one state, hopefully it'll spread. And then CPS will have to be transparent about all cases. Hello, Nanny of 3. How are you today, hon? So, does anybody want to pop up here on panel? I'm going to drop the link. If you want to come up, just remember to show your face, and then you can come on up. Why is it? There it is. Paste. I don't know, guys. I've been doing a lot of talking with Dippy today, and it just agitates me. Not talking to Dippy, just the fact that people want to. I sound silly trying to describe it, but basically, I was giving her a scenario. The reason that people have a hard time believing that Dawn and Candace could be innocent, for one, statistics show that at least 89% of the time, the parents are the ones that did something to the child. Think of Oakley Carlson, parents. Serenity McKinney, the parents. Harmony Montgomery, the parents. Kennedy Hoyle, the parents. Kamari, the parents. There's so many that we can name. Evelyn Boswell, the parents. Well, not parents, but parent. And it drives me nuts that even with all these things that just line up saying that 89% of the time it's the parents that did it, people can still believe that Dawn and Candace should be considered innocent until proven guilty. Well, if you have two small children and one of them fell and hit their head on a rock, and their head's bleeding, the rock has got blood, and they come up and tell you that their buddy is the one that hit them, do you believe them? If the other kid's standing there saying, I didn't do it, I didn't do it. But yet then again, look at it like if the kid did hit him and he's trying to tell you the truth and the other kid's saying, I didn't do it. I mean, we can't just take them at their word, just like you couldn't stand there and say, oh, I can't punish this kid because until he's proven guilty, then there's no punishment for him. He's got to get his butt busted if you think he done something so malicious. And if later on you find out that he didn't really do it, then you punish the child that actually told the lie. But until then, you have to take what's in front of your face and deal with it. I get passionate, guys. I'm sorry. It just drives me nuts. And not Dippy. Dippy don't drive me nuts. I love talking to Dippy. She's one of my closest friends. Hello, Thomas Gray. How are you today? Martha. Hi, Vibes. How are you today, hun? I'm wanting to get one of those Google numbers, guys, so that I can let you guys call in. For the people who don't want to come up on panel or don't know how, don't have the technology or the know-how to do it, I want to get a number to call so that you all can call in and talk with me, because I really do want to hear what you all have to say. I want to hear your voice, your opinions, your theories. Hello, Miss Apacamaid. I hope everybody's doing great today. I'm just on here running my mouth. No agenda. This dog's driving me nuts. Get up here. Come on. Anybody got a cure for a dog driving you nuts? I'd love to call in to your show. Well, why don't you just pop up here on the panel? I pray every day that summer is found. I do too. Dropping the link again, guys. Seriously, if anybody would like to come up here and chat, and it don't have to be about summer, it can be about the Madeleine McCain case. I mean, isn't that just something out of the blue right there? Throw a dog a bone? Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know, guys. I'm just bored to death. And like I said, I've been feeling it in my heart, feeling guilty because I haven't put Summer's name out there in a few days now, and it's bothering me. But of course, then we have the the derailed train situation. And I'm very proud of my video that I did today, guys. Y'all need to go check it out if you haven't already. And that includes anybody that watches this on replay. And in that video, I tell that Aaron Barkovich, when I first heard about that movie, my father sent me the movie to watch. And he was telling me about it. That woman is my hero, one of my heroes. She is definitely a hero because she gets out here. She was just a mother of 3 kids, didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And she still went out here and she fought for the people who couldn't fight. And guess what? She was so damn determined. She won. She won big. And she won big for the people too. And I'm so happy that she's involved in that and she's heading to Ohio to go try to deal with that crap. Come on, guys. Somebody throw me something up here. Tell me something you want to hear. This world is sick. It is, and it's getting sicker every day. I swear it is. I hate to say that because I just hate to say it. But it is. These people are just unreal. Summer's case is a circus right now. Creators back and forth. If you express your opinions, you get blocked. Well, Justice Jane, you do not get blocked over here. Now, I mean, if you get rude, crude, and illiterate, and ill whatever the word is I'm trying to think of, if you start bashing people or whatever, then yes, I will block you. But just to have a opposite opinion, I mean, come on, look at Dippy. Me and her completely on total ends of this spectrum, and like like I said, she's one of my closest friends, and we totally do not agree on the Summer Wells case at all. Yes, Thomas, children are supposed to be loved and protected. And look at all these monsters that are out here. Now, I will say, if it comes out sometime in the future that Don and Candace truly, honestly did not have anything to do with that baby's disappearance, then I will publicly go out here. Let me say this. This will crack you guys up. And I'm not trying to be crude, okay? But this is what my mom always said. If Don and Candace didn't have anything to do with this, you pick one person. I'll give them 30 minutes to draw a crowd, and I'll kiss their bare ass. Because I almost guarantee you they had something in it. I want to know, outside of the parents' neglect and considering where the footprints were found, which neighbor could have abducted Summer. Well, if we're looking at the neighbors, there's Frank Light, one of the Sherfies. I mean, Sherfy Sr. was supposedly out of town. So who's to say that Sherfy Jr. wasn't up there at that point in time? I mean, nobody's talked about that. I know Cam and Allie talk about Sherfies, or used to talk about Sherfies all the time, but nobody has actually discussed whether or not Sherfy actually was there or not. Have they checked his phone to see if he was in that area on that specific day? I don't believe they have. I mean, heck, it took them forever, if they even have now, even talked to him. You won't believe the kids that get abused till you go into foster care. I do believe it, hon. I really do. You need to talk to someone you can trust. Do you have my email address? If you have my email address, or if you don't, I'll make sure you get it. You can email me. I'll give you my phone number. We can talk. And I would hope that you could feel like you could trust me. I don't understand about footprints. There's never been anything official, nor has anyone close to the case spoke of the footprints. Well, now Dave Rader did speak of them. He said when he came in, when they flew in that Saturday night, they got in late, and that they wanted him up on the scene the next morning, bright and early, to start searching because they had found those footprints. After that, I have not heard anything else official about the footprints. Nothing. It seems like every person in the country has been thrown into the mix. Well, and except for a few, nobody's been checked out. That's the problem. And actually, the few that I'm speaking of really haven't been checked out either. Thank you, single mom. I appreciate that. She says, Kit Kat, you can trust Nana's Angels. I trust her, and we're friends, and she's great. Thank you. Yes, single mama 4 was one of my first, well, she was my first mod. Hello, MD John. Do you have that from Dave Radar? Yes, I heard that from Dave Radar, out of his mouth, to Duty Ron. He was telling Duty Ron, when Duty Ron was interviewing him one day, I heard it come out of his mouth. Hello, Rottweiler. Hello, Miss Carrie. How are you today? Every time I go to click on something, the chat goes away. I've listened to everything from him and no mention from him. What about the footprints? Yes, the footprints were mentioned, but like I said, only mentioned the one time. The footprints don't make sense. No, they don't. Hello, May May. How are you today, hon? Okay, well then go listen to Duty Ron. If it wasn't the one where Dave Rader and Twyla were on together, it's either that one or the one right before that episode, early on in the investigation. Oh, Versi, well, thank you, sweetheart. Um, uh, Thank you so much, Versi. You are truly an angel. You really are. I just don't understand why the other properties haven't been searched in Beach Creek. I don't either, hun. Kit Kat, do you still need the yes, I do. But my everything is messed up, guys. I had to sign back into StreamYard with my open my account back up with StreamYard. Something's messed up with that. So Kit Kat, it'd be a whole lot easier, honey, if you could just email me. And if you need that email address, if somebody can't drop it, I'll drop it. A footprint here and a footprint there. Yeah, but it's only one darn footprint here and there. That's the crazy part. And if there was a footprint of a 40-pound child who was barefooted, where's any footprint? And it was only one footprint, 1 foot. Where's anything to go with it? No bike tracks, no grown-up footprints, no horseback footprints. Come on. And they're not willing to show anybody the plaster of the footprint. Why can't Dawn and Candace demand it from LE? Well, they could if they would. That's getting back to, why don't they do a lot of things that we think that they should do? I don't know why there would only be one footprint. That's weird, especially when there's nothing else to go with it. Didn't Ellie check the data on the truck to see where Candace searched? That was an old she was supposedly driving her mom's truck. I don't know if it has the information on it. I don't think it's new enough to have that information. So they would have to actually go along with the phone data. Which, remember, in one interview, Don swears up and down they were on FaceTime the whole entire time he was on his way home. And he's seen Candace driving up and down the road while she was looking for Summer. So her phone should have all that data on there, shouldn't it? Can you send photos on email? Yes, you can. Oh, you've never emailed. Do you have Facebook? And if you do, well, single mom can get you in contact with me. Can't you, single mom? That's Don's made up story because he said the next day he hadn't talked to Ellie since out of jail. Oh, I missed something evidently. Hello, Daisy May. Don stated he did ask to see the footprints and they wouldn't let him. I know, that's what he told me. That's why I think they had different phones. I believe I've done a video on them having an extra burner phone too, which probably belonged to the eldest boy. I believe TBI has all the information they need. Well, it'd be great if they did. It would also be great if they would let us know that they do. Ellie said when D got there, C and G were sitting in back of the white truck. Where did you hear that? I've never heard that before. Yep. I'll get Kitty Cat in touch with you. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good day. Well, you too, sweetheart. New Orleans lady. Um, Sorry, my son keeps texting me. Nana, don't you think if Ellie interrogated Candace real hard, she would tell everything she knows? Because I think she's holding something back. I do, and I do believe if they pressed on her hard enough that she would. But they took him in to be questioned one time, supposedly. They've not even talked to him again. According to Ellie and according to Dawn and Candace, they have not spoke in at least a year and a half now. I don't believe the footprint story. I believe they would have started or stated they did find her footprints and where. Well, we don't know that for sure, honey, because they ain't stated that we're lucky if they state that they're actually doing anything. Oh, wait, John Pruitt said, yeah, he is doing something. He's answering the phones. So yeah, they're busy answering the phones, checking the voicemails, finishing up on what he didn't get done the day before. Hang on 2 seconds, guys. All right. With all these people who are questionable, I believe there were a lot of burner phones. Yeah, I'm sure there was. The more I think about it, the more I feel like the boys couldn't have said anything bad about Dawn and Candace or they would have been arrested. Well, you would think. But, and I hate to keep saying this, remember in the West case, guys, it took 14 months before they gathered enough evidence and had everything they needed to prosecute with no bodies. Remember? But it took 14 months before we found out that those kids knew anything and had talked. Oh, thank you, Alpaca Maid. He needs to finish up what he should have done nearly 2 years ago. Yes, he should. Wish there was something we could do as a community for summer that hasn't already been done. Hello, Miss Discovering. How are you today, sweetheart? Hello, Maxie the Machine. Did anyone notice how in the first news video with Don and his son, he was grabbing and holding his son's neck and the child looked traumatized? Yes, I did. That's one of the things that bothers me so much. Guys, seriously, this is an open panel. I want to hear what you have to say. I will drop the link again. If anybody changes their mind, they're more than welcome to come up. Like I said, just make sure and show your face, okay? We don't need no bombs. There's the link, guys. I have always wondered if maybe the boys were wrestling and Summer got hurt. It was said that Candace screamed at the oldest, "What have you done?" That's what I keep hearing and that's what I keep asking. But the thing about it is the moment, even if it was an accident, guys, the very moment that child's body was moved, it became a crime scene. No matter what the reason, no matter who did it. Before that moment, it was an accident. At that moment, it became a crime. Thank you, Dana Kay. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for your hard work keeping Summer's name out there. Thank you, sweetheart, so much. And you guys do just as much hard work as I do, but I do greatly appreciate it. You're an angel. You're all angels. You're all Nana's angels. That sounds corny, don't it? They would arrest me if my child went missing. No way would they keep me away. That's right. That's my thought on it. Sue says, "Who can trust what she even says? Wishy washy." I must have missed something. Oh, we're a team. Yeah, we are a team, guys. We are. And I've said that from the get go, and I hope you all know that I'm truly mean it. If it were not for the people, you guys who watch this channel would not be. So that's why I say if it's just as much my channel it's just as much your channel as it is mine. And that's why you're more than welcome to jump up here if you want to. When JSB mentioned the children sedated, I can't move on from that statement. I find that very concerning in my opinion. But we have to figure out why she said it. Was she saying it because it was the truth, or was she saying it just trying to cause more problems for a man who she lived with and had 2 children with, but she lived with him for 30 years and then he leaves her and goes and marries somebody else? Could it be? I really want to make shirts that say that. That say what? We're a team? I missed it. Everyone wants to know what happened to Summer. Hello, Zero. How are you today, sweetheart? If I know if my son went missing, I'd be a blubbering idiot and would be too hysterical to even talk. And I know everybody would blame me because I couldn't speak. Well, there's a difference in that. Team Nana. Oh, okay. I could put those on the webs or on the spring tea or whatever it's called. Or if I had some orders, I could actually. I've got a friend who owns a print shop. It's just it costs way too much to have just one T-shirt printed up, opposed to a bunch of T-shirts. Know what I mean? 3 common denominators with Summer and Rose Marie Bly both missing. Dawn, Candace, and Granny. That's a fact. Well, not really, because I don't think Dawn ever met Rose. I really, truly don't think he had met her at that point. Because Dawn and Candace got together, it wasn't long before their oldest child was born. And he was just a couple of months old when they were going to Tennessee when Rose came up missing. She lost her ball cap in a panicked hurry. I believe the truck video was on her way to drop her off. Disappear. Okay, guys, I'm losing it here. I'm getting way behind. Rosa Laley. Hello, Rosa. If Summer had an accident, say fall down those steps to the dungeon, she could have hit the ground really hard. An autopsy would show if she was SA'd or not, and Dawn would be in prison. Exactly. I remember when the video came out of the Ferris wheel. OMG, I was scared. Dawn terrified the boys and said they could all die. What parent says that to their children? I don't know. Hello, wicked bitch. How are you today, sweetheart? You would be surprised how much you can remember when a child goes missing and your brain goes into overdrive trying to find them. That is one reason I don't understand why they don't know more. Well, I do not understand why they can't remember what time of day it was. I believe it was an accident, but they knew a crime might be known if Summer was examined because I believe she was abused. I recognize Summer's life because of my childhood. I'm sorry to hear that, Blue Bella. Discovering truth, it was kind of weird, but I get that single mom confinement thing. I'm here and I've told you to call me anytime. I can't help it. You got little issues. I am here though. You can call me. You know that. I'm sitting here all the time by myself too. Are you sure nobody wants to come up? Dippy, are you still in here? Do you want to come up on panel? Any of you all are welcome. I absolutely agree. Yep, I agree too. If everyone had told the truth from the beginning, we wouldn't be here still looking. That's true. I said that I believe today. Dippy, if you're in here, I'm dropping the link. Sorry, guys, I got a lot of cigarette. So what else is new on the front? Thank you for always treating Summer's case with care and respect, Nana. That's rare on these YouTube streets. Well, when you're talking about a child, it shouldn't be rare. When you're talking about anybody, it shouldn't be rare. And if y'all will, I was discussing this today too. I try to have respect when I'm talking about Dawn and Candace, just because I say I feel this or I think that. I do not attack them. I do not say bad things about Dawn and Candace. I say something they may have done is bad, but I don't. I try not to. Should I say? Try not to attack them personally. We don't care if people come in late. We're just glad you're here, Peas in a Pod. Thank you for coming, sweetheart. Would you like a nice little piece of fat to chew on from the neighbor? What? Hello, Dippy.
Hi, love.
Hey, hon.
What's up? What's up?
Nothing much. I'm just bitching like I said I was going to be. There has to be someone who knows something and isn't speaking. I agree 100%. And so does Dippy, don't you, Dippy?
What?
There has to be somebody that knows something but just isn't talking.
Yes, ma'am.
May
Wait,
says
what?
there's a few mean girls on YouTube at the moment.
Who?
May said there's a few mean girls on YouTube at the moment. You send them my way, May. I'll take care of them. They don't make money.
I don't know which ones you're talking about, but I know at least 5 or 6 of them. Of them, not know them, but I know of them.
Well, anybody picking on May, they don't gonna have to deal with me. You send them my way, I'll tell them a thing or two. Or the famous saying, I'll tell them about myself. May I ask all of Dawn's sisters' first names?
There's like 7 of them.
Well, there's 2 natural sisters, and Sonia's one of them, and I can't think of the other one's name. And then there's...
Wasn't it Karen or Kathy? No, Karen, I think.
No, Karen
and
mom.
Sandra.
Karen's his mom.
Oh.
But the stepsisters are Mary, Jeannie, and I don't know what the other ones are. Maybe Grace, I'm thinking for some reason. I'm probably wrong.
Tanya and Jeannie. There was 2 Jeannies.
Was there? Yeah, but Candace's sister's name is Jeannie too.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but I'm talking about in Don's family, in Don's siblings. There was the stepsister and his natural sister.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm okay, but I can recognize a lot with Summer, like holding herself and so much more. Bluebell, it's not okay, honey, and I'm so sorry it happened to you. You're echoing, Dippy.
I know, it's because I'm in the car and I had to wear my headset.
That's what I said, Peas in a Pod. Candace has a Jeannie too.
Yeah, there's like so many Jeannies, so many Dons. There's a lot of same name people involved. Well, not involved, but related to.
Oh Lord, that was hurtful.
What?
Do you need
Those
anything from the store?
sirens.
Cigarette? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Dan had
Well, I
just
can't
opened
get
the
that from
door.
here. Oh, he gave me 100. I'm gonna have to go somewhere. They can't break the 100 here.
Depending on how many cigarettes you got.
Not picking on
Huh?
me, they wouldn't dare. TM has been disgraceful
What?
to Miss Daisy. Oh,
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Well, look, you're going with me in the morning anyway. We'll just run to town and go get cigarettes in the morning before we
I
go
really
shopping.
don't know how I can even, yeah,
Ethel,
even
get
a,
some clothes on.
oh, I'm not even going to address that comment there.
I didn't know they played tennis like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mean girls and boys in the true
His
crime
money must be
community. I
kind of
wish
tight.
they
He
would
just bought all
find
the
a
windows
new
and the metal and shit. That
genre to
shit's
hang out in.
$30.
Me too, hun.
Hold on. Okay. I took, to where I can just read the comments.
Smart.
Okay.
Yeah, I just cannot, I really can't comment on the TM one.
Right.
That
Right.
was pretty funny, but I'm not going to comment on it.
Why would you not say something about the I thought you were talking about when I said Ethel get some clothes on.
You can sound like a house alarm. You hear?
No, I'm not listening. I mean, no, I can't hear it, Dan. Dan, I'm live. I cannot listen
No,
to that.
it sounds like a house alarm.
Damn, you're driving me crazy. No, I was saying I have no comment to when she said
Oh, okay.
TM was being disgraceful to Miss Daisy. I just
I've
can't.
heard people mention about Summer holding herself, but that don't necessarily mean she was abused. Maybe she had to pee because when
He
kids are
said he was going
playing,
to get
they
the two
don't
before.
want
They
to
told him
watch.
he got to get two before, put a floor in, two before to reframe that roof. That shit's sagging in the middle.
Yeah, no, that I mean, I agree with you. I agree with that because just because she's holding herself doesn't necessarily mean that she was being touched.
It don't mean she wasn't either, though.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean either or. It could be a sign of a UTI in a kid because my daughter had really bad kidneys when she was a baby. She was in the hospital for like almost 3 weeks.
I don't know why there's so many mean people when we're talking about facts, hun. I don't know.
Because they're just mad that you're not talking about it with them, or they're not involved in it, or they just didn't know the facts themselves at first.
They're not in the limelight.
It's not coming from them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you this way: I don't care who puts the facts out as long as they get it out.
yeah, but the facts are not always the way that you see them.
Yeah, agreed. I'm agreeing with you on that one. But I'm just saying, no matter who it's coming from, if it's a truthful fact, then get it out. It don't matter who it comes from.
That's true.
But make sure you fact check it to make sure it is correct. It is correct. If you don't think that they're telling you the right information, go back and check yourself. There's enough information out there for everybody to be able to find the question they're looking for. Just gotta know how to look for it.
You're not by chance trying to promote our podcast, are you?
No, what are you talking about?
Your profile picture.
Oh, I just never changed it. Shit. I didn't realize that it was still that. Damn. No, I haven't. I just didn't change it. Hold on, I'll do it now.
Oh, you don't have to. I was just saying it. It says yes. Dawn and Candace are staying in chats, like it doesn't count, but it does.
Tomorrow we'll go over and start popping side knobs and start popping.
Well, I can tell you, Marie, they shaved her head because the kids had headlights. I've got pictures of the headlight shampoo sitting on the table. And the first day that she went missing, that's what Marlena Crawford says on her Facebook page in the comment section, is that Candace told her that the kids had head lice, and that's why she shaved the baby's head. And I still have every one of those comments. Those are the ones that she threw a fit over and wanted me to take down, but I've still got them. You like our podcast? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, M. Dijon,
You
can
took
I
it. Ah.
are you male or female? We were talking about you earlier. You took it as a punishment? And when they are in chats, their current supporters deny it's them.
Oh no, she's there. I guess I lost signal there for a minute.
You did.
Cause I'm sitting
Uh,
here saying, Nana,
Licensed.
Nana, Nana.
Oh, well, I couldn't hear you. Keep it up, Ethel.
She said, keep it up, Bethel.
That's his, that's his screen name, Ethel.
That's what we
Put
needed
your
to make his screen
on,
name.
Ethel.
She said we need to make your screen name when I fix your YouTube.
Hey, you're missing the gas pump. Somebody steal the gas
What?
pump? I told you I had to borrow it. I
The
needed it
gas
only
pump is
for a few
missing.
minutes.
They took one of the gas pumps out.
Can somebody tell
So did the
me?
gas pump.
Hey, Dippy, mute for a minute. Can somebody tell me where they originally heard that Dawn and Candace were not supposed to be on social media? Because I would like to know. Because the only place I've heard that, Dippy said that that was a possibility of why they were in court was so that they could be jumped on for breaking the gag order and being on social media. But other than that, I've not heard that they were not supposed to be on it anywhere. Can anybody give me a valid place of where they heard it, please? Okay, Dippy, you can.
I thought I heard it on Daisy's the night that he was on Daisy's panel. He said, I'm not even supposed to be on here. I'm thinking that's where I heard it at. I might be mistaken.
No, actually, hers was shaved at the moment, hon. If you'll look back at all the pictures, all the boys' heads were shaved at different points in time.
Yeah. I would imagine the boys kept their hair pretty short all the time.
My daughter got lice from the therapy room at school, long hair, and I didn't shave hers. I treated it and sent in a clean blanket to be on in there. Well, yeah, but if you think about it,
So,
this is in June, and if they were dealing, I'm not defending, okay, I'm just defending the head lice thing. If the array that their house was in, with clothes and stuff scattered everywhere, when you treat head lice, you're supposed to treat everything at one time. If they
all
didn't,
bed and everything.
if they did not treat everything at one time, and they only treated the kids, and this person got rid of it, but then the other person caught it off the clothes, the bed covers, whatever. If they caught it at school in May and in June they were still dealing with it, that makes sense that they just weren't
Drink or anything?
time.
A Coke or a Pepsi? What do you want?
I would shave my kids' heads because they had head lice.
Okay, so the hair thing, I mean, I'm not saying she got it cut because of the head lice. That probably didn't help much. But if she really did want her hair cut short like the boys, then if they said no, like say Dawn and Candace said no, she wasn't allowed to at first. What would say that the little girl didn't grab a hold of them clippers one day and said zoom, zoom, zoom to the point where she could not have it fixed? And it is a possibility because I've seen kids do that.
That somebody shaved underneath her head. That's
Shaved
the thing. Yeah, it was shaved underneath the bottom part was shaved for a while, and it was just really long on top. And then they shaved.
That's cute. I think that's
Well,
a cute style though, because Charlie used to have her hair like that. The under part was cut, and she had longer hair on top.
have you not seen the pictures of Summer like that?
Mm-mm.
They're all
No,
over the place.
I probably did, but didn't realize that was what her hair was like. You know what I mean? I probably just never paid attention to the hair because I didn't. I never really do pay attention to the hair. Her hair was short. Yes, her hair was
Um,
cut. Yes. I
I
don't
will
find
say,
it an issue.
I will say that I have not ever heard a girl ask for their head shaved, but my son did want his head shaved. He wanted a mohawk, and my brother-in-law actually locked me out of the house so he could shave my son's head that way. And my son was about 6 or 7 years old.
Honest said that he was on PG's and PG had his voice saying he couldn't be live.
Okay. Judy
Dawn
says,
did say that Summer did that to herself.
okay, hang on. I have 3 girls, and when my girls caught it from school, I treated all 3 of them, and my girls have long hair, and I didn't have to shave them girls' head. All parents are different, and oh Lord, that echoing killing me,
Sorry.
and dies differently.
All right,
It's
I'll mute until I see something I need to speak on.
okay. It's on the website, I believe, because Tim said that they would not be on social media. Dawn has made reference to not being allowed to talk, right? Guys, we need mods in here. I can't block. It won't let me block nothing.
It won't let me do it either. But still,
Okay.
with the shave, I don't see no real issue with the shaved hair. Some girls do like their hair short. Some like it long. I mean, even if she had headlights, I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be a reason to cut it unless it was so bad that it was incredibly hard to get out of her hair. And if it was that bad, I could see it being hard to get out of her hair. Because I had to go get like this medicine that was prescribed from the doctor when my daughter had caught it when she was
That's
little.
honey, that's back when. That's the only way you could get the head loss medicine.
Look, now they want
The
350.
picture where she's chasing Minnie back around, back of the head is shaved, but
350.
I was
doesn't
just
look
trying to get you to cut. Yeah.
That's $1.50.
that doesn't look like she could have cut it so short herself. Exactly. I don't believe that she was the one that cut it originally. I can't block after you hide them. I didn't hide them, discovering.
No, I didn't know if
I
you
can't
wanted
do
to take that
anything on
thing
my
and use
side.
it on Saturday or Sunday. We got $5.
Summer wanted to be a princess. No way she wanted it shaved. But how do we know she wanted to be a princess? That's stuff that came out of Dawn's mouth, not anything that we know for a fact. Of course, yes, most girls do want to be a princess. Did you mute yourself?
Yes, ma'am, because Dan got my card. You know, it's kind of hard to listen to you and
Yeah.
him. And then the echo doesn't help you.
Look, when I get in the car, she got to quit listening to y'all and listen to me.
All right, Ethel, you need to hush.
I ain't
Me
putting
and
up
you
with that
ain't
bullshit.
at it.
He said, all right. She said, all right, Ethel, you gonna hush.
All right,
You and her are gonna go at it. Well, I can say one thing. You can tell he likes you, because if he didn't like you, he wouldn't be messing with you.
Oh, Lord, is he the one that's doing this here? I'm joking. I know he's not.
Oh, Nana, beat the pin.
We keep getting bombed here, guys. This normally don't happen. Not in here. Nana, maybe you accidentally hid them because it says hid by Nana. I know I'm clicking block them, but it's not doing anything. Church video, she was playing with Robin's hair, almost trying to put it on herself. I agree. I saw that. Hello, cursed with curiosity.
that doesn't mean she didn't like her hair just because she liked somebody else's. Like, hell, I want Nana's hair. She can have mine.
Why do you
I'm
want
just
mine?
saying. Just using you as an example. But you know, like OG, I would love to have OG's hair. Her hair is beautiful.
Hello, God is love. Peas in a pod. Yes, I seen that video and I thought the same thing, right? Ugh. Them stupid bombs. Did Candace cut her hair off at the same time? She had beautiful long hair not that long ago. Who, Candace? Yes, Candace had beautiful long hair. She really did. And yeah, in the beginning, I thought maybe Dawn cut Candace's and the baby's for punishment. Because I'm sorry, I don't see a woman with hair like that cutting it, like shaving it. Maybe cutting it, but not shaving it off. Not that, I mean, there's only a few people who can become a G.I. Jane and get away with it, you know. Now, G.I. Jane, she shaved her head. Demi Moore, she's a beautiful woman no matter whether she's got hair or not. But not all of us are that lucky. Unless Candace had lice too. Well, I'm sure she did. I'm here for summer too, hun. That's the whole reason I did this live, is because I've not made a video about summer in a few days now, and it's just really bothered me. Hello, second to none. I was watching Daisy's channel, and they did say that at that time they were fielding questions for Dawn. Of course, that lasted a hot second. My mom always wanted me to shave her head, but I refused to. The only time I ever said no to my mama. A mother wouldn't make a flaming video with her missing child in it. What? I wouldn't think so. I thought that was horrible myself. Maybe Candace went through or is still going through some postpartum depression. Postpartum depression don't last years, guys. It lasts a little while, but if it lasts like that, then it's just full-blown depression, not postpartum depression. I never got lice when the kids got it at Girl Scout camp.
Do you hear me?
No.
Can you hear me? Okay. So the question about the postpartum. Now, when was that other baby supposedly born that she gave up?
That was born
after
Candace. No, after Candace was born.
Okay, there wasn't one after summer.
No, that was rumors.
Okay. So then I just got it mixed up. It was before summer.
She had Andrew Jr. She had Candace Jr. She had the third baby that she gave up for adoption. And then she had the oldest boy and then, well, the 3 boys in summer. Everything else is rumor.
Okay. Well, I just got them mixed up. I just got the baby put in a different spot. I wasn't even sure if that baby was real.
Bound to lose you.
Leandra says she had a C-section with Summer. The shaving was around the time of pre-screening for kindergarten, where they worried about drug testing Summer's hair by CPS. Well, no, not in the state. I don't know where you live, but in the state of Tennessee, they don't normally drug test a child. when they start Head Start or kindergarten. You're breaking up really bad. You sound like a robot. Maybe someone will make Dawn their princess. That's funny.
I don't know.
Can't
I
hear
think I
you.
might have lost her again.
That sounds like Ernie in the background. LOL. It's not. That's her husband. I've spoke with him privately, off YouTube. Well, thank you, sweetheart. We're glad you're here. Please make yourself welcome. If you would like to come up on panel and have a say or chit chat or just tell us your theories, thoughts, feelings, you're more than welcome. I can drop the link for you. You have to admit Candace's life has been awful. Thank God we weren't born into her problems. I agree 100%. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought that. Pre-screening would include a health checkup. That nurse may have reported to CPS she was frail in pigs around that time. Now that's a possibility. That is a very good possibility. Or they may have seen signs, and that might be why CPS was called in. I don't believe Candace was the main issue. Come on, guys. It takes 2 seconds to run out, hit the thumbs up, and let the algorithm know that you guys are watching me. Come on. It's just as much for you guys as it is for me. Because like I've said, this is your channel too. I remember hearing her hubby the other day and don't remember him sounding anything like Ernie. He don't. It's just where they were in the car and stuff, and the windows are down and all that good stuff. Trust me, it's not Ernie. That's Ethel. And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about with Ethel, one day she yelled at him that there was somebody in the yard and he needed to get some damn clothes on and go see who it was. And the first thing that popped into my head was the Ray Stevens song, The Streak. You know, where the guy's constantly hollering, "Get your clothes on, Ethel." And if you haven't heard it, go look it up on YouTube. It's hilarious. Ray Stevens, The Streak. There's a picture of her in the dentist and doctors. I don't believe that. I don't think that was the dentist. I believe that was her when she was getting registered for school. What about when it was released that Candace and Summer had scabies? Okay, do you guys know where scabies come from? Does anybody know? Scabies is a body mite. It comes off of old furniture, old wood, clothing, blankets. You can scrub up against a tree outside and catch scabies. That's the God's honest truth. I saw you leave earlier. I was busy cooking dinner. That's a scary thought if I didn't think that you were actually talking to somebody else. What I find strange, when Summer went missing, JSB and Andy split up, in my opinion. And he took off for 4 days too. Remember that, guys? No and ooh. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. I mean, I have enough worries, with people trying to hack and all that stuff on the computer, and then I'm sorry guys, I'm leery like that. I keep my camera on my phone and on my computer completely covered unless I'm specifically going to use it. That's why that statement sort of made me weird. Plus, I just walked over to my landlady's house just a little while ago. So, seeing me leave a certain type of manage that dogs get, or mange that dogs get also causes scabies. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know you could catch scabies from the dog. But I do know it comes from old blankets, furniture, clothing, wood. You can get scabies from a pet guinea pig. Oh, wow. Really? Yes, Non. I remember when Andy took off for 4 days, and I thought that was really weird. I did too. Scabies, head lice, and bed bugs do not discriminate. They go after everyone. That's true. That is 100% true. And just like I've always heard all my life, it's not a sin to catch the crap. It's a sin to keep it. Because it don't matter if you don't have money to run down to the drugstore and buy the over-the-counter stuff. If you have any one of those, anything like that, all you have to do is go to your local health department and they will give you the medicine for free to get rid of it. It is a public health issue. They do not like people having it. They will give you the medicine to get rid of it. Does anyone believe JSB blanked those cats with the dog after Summer went missing for a reason? No. It's one thing you can't ignore. It won't go away if you do. Right, exactly. They don't just pack up their bags and leave when they get tired of you. They want to move their extended family in. Scabies isn't as bad as having alleged adoration for young okay. Alleged adoration for young children, as one of the parents allegedly has been said to have. That's true. 100%. And it took me a minute to realize that was what you were saying. Sorry. It just struck me weird. I just call it diddling. It's understandable that the kids would get something. They lived amongst the trees. That's right. There's poison ivy, poison oak, there's poison sumac, there's all kinds of stuff. My kids got lice. I used olive oil to get rid of it. Hey, let me tell you something. My kids got lice once when they were little, and my daughter had this she had super long eyelashes. They were just beautiful eyelashes. And the best way to get rid of, first of all, if you wear makeup and you are around anybody with head lice, put mascara on. And you can put mascara on your child too if they have head lice. It keeps the head lice from getting in the eyelashes. But I used Vaseline because I didn't have the shampoo to get rid of the head lice. The only problem, because I was using the same theory of the mascara being in the eyelashes. Well, if you put oil in the hair, it'll get rid of the head lice. Only problem was I had a heck of a time trying to get rid of the Vaseline out of my kids' hair, especially my daughter. As a young mother, I wasn't always the brightest, guys. Why would a parent take off for 4 days when their child goes missing? No. This was Jody Sue's husband or boyfriend, whatever you want to call him. He took off for 4 days. Of course, Don did take off for a while too, but tea tree oil works good too. It requires suffocating them anyway you do it. Right, exactly. I think now if a kid don't get head lice, they are dirty. I think if a kid don't get head lice, they're dirty. Oh, wow, May. Yes, and it gets the eggs off easier too, yes. But trust me, do not use Vaseline in a little girl's hair. Trust me, it's not a pretty sight. But there is a cure for that too. Get cornmeal and dump cornmeal in the child's hair and then comb it out. Because the cornmeal will soak up any oil in the child's hair. Just like if you guys, if you have naturally oily hair, if you will use cornmeal in your hair, like dust it in ever so often and just comb it out, that will get rid of the greasy hair too. They put kerosene in your hair when I was a kid. Yes, mine too. Lord of mercy. Sorry, guys, I'm just talking away. Um, well, Jody Sue always claims to be a witness, and if I was LE, I would have her in my office daily. To be a witness, she would have had to know what happened this summer. 100% agree. I can't argue with that. So it comes right back on, why is John Pruitt and Ronnie Lawson and Clifton Evans or whatever his name is, why are they not doing more? Why is TBI not stepping in and doing more? And if the FBI is working with them like TBI claims, why are they not doing more? Why hasn't anybody called these parents, neighbors, grandmother, anybody involved in this case? Why have they not been taking them in and sitting them down and talking to them at least monthly? I mean, once a month, bring them in, talk to them, see if their story's changed, grill them, threaten them, lie to them. We don't care. Get some damn answers, cops. My grandchildren said they only go on clean hair, LOL. So if you don't get them, then you have dirty hair. Well, I can't. That's true. If that's why a lot of like men, grown men that work in motor, they're mechanics and stuff like that. They normally don't get them. I had a friend that was burned head to toe from kerosene. Oh wow. I also put Blue Dawn dish liquid in a spray bottle, mostly water, and sprayed everything for a week. Kills off fleas too. Hang on one second, guys. I'm in my living room because my son wasn't supposed to be coming in until late this evening. And so I went live, and now he's supposed to be showing up anytime. I was letting him know, don't come in here just blathering away. So that means to conclude, because the boys may be a witness to whatever happened, right? The parents were treating lice. Guess it worked, but she suffered. She was a good friend. Well, missed that one. Those mattresses looked infested with the nastiness, too. I doubt very seriously everything was treated properly. Honey, I guarantee you everything wasn't treated properly in that house. You use a little hairspray on their heads, they won't get head lice. Huh. They have chicken pox parties so their children get it early. And now I'm jumping in the middle of that conversation, but I agree 100% with that. That is, anytime when I was little, I remember if somebody had chicken pox, they made sure and called all the parents and made sure all the kids were infected at one time so that they could hurry, get it over with, and be done with it. I remember that. We all had chicken pox at the same time when I was a kid. In my opinion, the parents rushed to get the boys back, and the rewrite our history tour is to get to the boys before they can testify about June 15th. That's a very good possibility. You need the link. There's the link. You and your sister never had chicken pox? Wow. The boys are the key. I think when the truth comes out, people will be disgusted beyond measure, but that's just my opinion. Now, I agree. Dippy was saying earlier that she's afraid that she's going to be heartbroken when the truth comes out. And I told her she's probably right. She probably will be heartbroken because I'm afraid to say. Now, I'm not saying that what they may have done. I don't know what they done with her. But I can almost guarantee you they did do something with her, whether it was do away or put her somewhere. They had a hand in what happened. They know what happened. And in my opinion, of a very overprotective mother, a very overprotective grandmother, before Trish and Jeannie and Mary and all them even came out, the very first interview I seen of Don Wells and what he was saying and the way he was squeezing his son's shoulder and holding him so tight, that man was possibly doing something with his daughter, and he did not want CPS to find out. And in my opinion only, which if you stick a penny to my opinion and throw it out the window, you might throw something away. That's what happened with that baby. That's why she got gone. Whatever they did, it was horrible for Summer and her brothers. Ellie and TBI needs to get off their butts and do their job and find answers. My goodness, a 5-year-old child went missing and they have had 2 years to get answers and they have said nothing. I agree, hun. 100%.
Hush. Please hush.
Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that.
All right, I'm sorry. Am I echoing still?
He did look scared.
Am I echoing still?
I hate to say this. You're echoing real bad. I hate to say this, but I think something happened with one of the boys and covering for him, or they would have turned on each other by now. I've had that same exact thought. In my opinion, I have always believed that, but Don done something to Summer, and he knew if they found out that he was going away for life. Right? If you go and listen to what Dudley said, timeline adds up. He said the day before Don looked like he had lost his best friend. Don knew the next trip to prison.
Dudley's a hard one to even listen to because I just
Don,
don't
hang on a second. Hang on a second, dude. Peas in a Pod says Don knew next trip to prison would be for life. Whatever was happening would be prison for Don by Summer's age. When Don was on the news and he was with the oldest son, the son didn't look up as Don squeezed his shoulder. He absolutely looked scared. I agree. Hello, Leroy.
So I think one of my dogs, I was wondering what they were all barking like going crazy outside for. Opened up the front door and there's one of my dogs sitting right there like, hello.
Oh. Okay, Leroy says, and then my opinion, I feel like Don's got something on the sheriff's department. It's the reason I have not done anything to him and Candace because child just vanished off the face of the earth. Okay.
Something happened in my hometown. Keep seeing a lot of things saying Sanford.
Hey, Dippy, can you talk for just a second?
You? I don't know if she said for me to mute or not to mute. Or to hold on. I don't know what she said. Did anybody hear what she said? Did anybody
I
tell me?
said, could you talk for just a second?
Oh, talk. Okay. I was making sure I heard right.
My phone is trying to die. It's
Gosh.
supposed to have been plugged up. Okay, now talk for just a minute. I got to make a quick call.
Okay. Maybe some of these comments. Let's see. I don't know what happened. All that matters is finding summer and not pointing fingers. Just I agreed with you. God is love. That is my thing. Like the most thing is to find summer. Not we can figure out who done it and what happened later, but we need to find her now. I don't know why I have an echo. This time I don't have my earbuds on, so it shouldn't be echoing. This is how I do it on any other time. What do Dawn and Candace know on each other? Dawn blames everyone else except on this. Nope.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Is it true that Allie lost her kids? Yes. Well, she only had custody of one, and I think that was H, and she had partial custody of him. She had shared custody. The other ones were in custody of Graham Bun. I believe it was Graham Bun. No, come over here. Come over here.
Parents have not been cleared. Until they do, I will not look beyond them.
Nobody's been cleared. They're really not even a suspect. They just haven't been cleared.
Holly says your sound is really wonky.
Let me leave and come back. See if that works.
All right. Peas in the pod, it's hard to look past the parents knowing that haven't been cleared, and I do agree. I agree too. In my opinion, it is possibly Summer could be alive as she hasn't been found. And that's what I try to hang on to, guys. I really try to hang on to the fact nothing has been found. No evidence that she walked off into the woods. No evidence. No DNA has been found nowhere that we know of. So I truly cling to the hope and the prayer that they really did just place her with somebody somewhere and that she will be found soon. It's the only thing that we can pray for. And it really gets on my nerves and I know most of you are probably guilty of this, and I'm sorry if I make you mad. I don't mean to, but it gets on my nerves when people are saying, well, if she's not, and except for her going through whatever, I would pray that she's in the arms of Jesus. That's bullcrap, because there's a lot of people who went through some of the most horrible things that you can think of as far as being trafficked or anything else like that are healthy, mentally sane, productive people of society now. I mean, there's at least a third of people that are on this true crime community have had something like that done to them. And they are fine. Yeah, they may have issues that they have to deal with privately, but it's not like they're laying in a room somewhere shivering and shaking and just totally out of it. They have families, they have children, they have led productive lives even after being trafficked as a child. So people, please stop saying that you hope and pray that she's in the arms of Jesus instead of somewhere where she could actually be found and brought home or rescued. Because trust me, you're sitting there saying you're hoping she's in the arms of Jesus instead of being where she's at. Well, trust me, if the good Lord above thought she would be better off in his arms than where she's at, that's where she'd be. I'm 100% positive of that. Hello, Pat, hon. How are you doing? It's good to see you here too, hon.
I'm sorry, I'm back. My dog inside wants to try to eat my kitten, my cat.
Honey, a lot of women have spoke up and told their stories, and it's not my story to tell, but they have told me their stories. A lot of people that come into my chat have went through the hell and torture that everybody talks about as far as trafficking goes.
And
And
everybody's situation's different too, though.
they are healthy, productive people of society. Let's send Summer her hearts. Hopefully she will see them. We will find you, Summer. We are your army.
I think it was just the
Yes, women and men. Study tips, women and men. I've seen some horrible stories about what's happened to boys, younger boys, when they were little. And one of those stories happened to be about, it was a CPS worker that actually did it. And then wound up taking the child from his mother, moved the child into her house, and was still continuing to do it. And he's suing the Department of Children's Services now as an adult for that. Has it been ruled out that she was walking down the road? Someone could have hit her and got scared.
No, nothing has been ruled out.
No, it's not been ruled out. Ronnie Lawson, as a matter of fact, was, and I can't find that video now, but Ronnie Lawson himself said the last time she was saw walking down Ben Hill Road.
I think, see, and when it comes to doing that, I, for some way, foresee like Candace was leaving and Summer was mad that she couldn't go with her and ran down the dog trail to Ben Hill, but she didn't get down there in time to meet Candace.
Yeah. Discovering the only thing that I've heard is an email from him with a video attached to it. I thought I sent you that video, but I will send it to you if you'll remind me. Send me a text to remind me to send it to you. Of that YouTuber who was interviewing the employee of Richard Tucker, and the guy was supposedly saying that Richard was offering people money for children, allegedly.
Look out here, look on the other chain over here. I got you. Yeah, see, I know they're doing another chain over here. I just don't know.
Well, thank you, Rossi. Hello, Nana. Love your program. Hope you are doing well. Justice for Summer Wells. I am doing good.
She's always doing good. She gets me first thing in the morning and it gets her all greased up for the day.
Oh, gets her raring to go for the day. Allegedly, the church has an adoption camp center in New York because I don't believe she'll be around here because Dawn did say you will never find her. That's right, he did say that.
Damn it. I've said that from day one, though. She's not in Tennessee no more. Alive or not, she's not in Tennessee.
If she was hit by on the road, the dogs would have picked up her scent in the road, even if no blood.
You got to think, though, they trailed her scent to the road, and then that was it. So
Hold
if
up.
somebody,
Up. I will say this in the same defense as I say, everybody tries to say that Candace didn't want a kid, didn't want a girl, and was supposed to adopt. That was we never heard Dawn and them say that. We have never heard anybody other than Don Wells say that dog trail went down to the road.
No, the detective said it. One of the detectives did say it.
When?
I'll find it in the I'll find it and send clip and send it to you. Because one of the detectives said it was the or maybe it was one of the guys that did the search dogs. But one of the guys that was there said that the dog followed the scent to the creek, and that was where they lost it. That's where Don got it from.
If you have it, then you send it to me. I want to see it.
All right.
There was some social workers adopted a girl here in North Carolina and abused her and ended up red rumming her. Sad when you can't trust social workers who's supposed to protect your kids. It's sad when you can't trust a parent to protect their own child.
I think I know what Discovery's talking about. I think I know which case she's talking about. I didn't know she was in North Carolina with me, though.
Yeah, she is. I don't know whether she does or not, but I find it awfully strange that she has pulled money out of her own retirement fund, over $8,000 and spent.
Oh, okay. Where did you hear that from? Where did you hear that Robin's taking that money out of her own state?
I would prefer not to say.
Okay. Hope this case isn't one of those we see on Dateline 15 years from now. I hope not either, but I have a feeling it is.
And if I tell you this much, if Robin would care to dispute that accusation, she's more than welcome to come on my panel.
You know she's not going to do that.
Well,
she'll talk to the pastor, and the pastor will tell her that he doesn't believe it's a good idea. Because that's why she didn't do it last time. She was supposed to go on somebody's one time and talk, but then she came back and said that she did a private YouTube post and said her pastor said it wouldn't have been a good thing, and she's going with what he believes.
You don't believe that Robin gave them money? Okay.
Who said that?
Marie Kitchen.
I don't believe she gave them that much, but I do believe that she has been helping. And she said that at Summer's vigil when we were talking to her, she said she would do anything in the world possible to help them people because she believes in them and trusts them. She's like, no matter what what they do in their personal life, I've seen them with these kids. So. But I'm just saying what she said. And that came from her mouth at the vigil.
Why was Marlena trying to buy birth certificates? Yeah, that's a good question.
Where'd that come from?
Because she has been. After everything the Turpin children went through, 2 of the girls were then abused by foster parents, right?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Hold up. That's what Christian people are supposed to do, is give people whatever they have in need.
Not money like that.
You are supposed to help. You're supposed to take care of your family first. And I don't see, if her giving them $8,000, how is that helping them? How's that helping them? It's not.
I'm muting real quick. I'll be right back.
Because, it's not like they live in a mansion. So even if she replaced every piece of furniture in that house, she might spend $8,000. I heard there was, I don't know if there was or not, a picture of them in Gatlinburg with Frank Light in the background. Jesus would put the direct needs of the children first. The tree workers were out there. If something had happened, the tree workers would have noticed it. Yes, I did. I've seen the pictures of the downstairs of that house. I have. And you know what? it still has an aluminum ladder going up to the upstairs. They he fixed the drywall downstairs. They painted it. They put dressers in, but their stairs is an aluminum ladder.
I thought they fixed the stairs.
Yeah,
that's what I was told.
That's what it looks like from upstairs. But no, and I'm talking, the downstairs looks great.
Well, the stairs before wasn't an issue. It was just the clearance and going down into it was hazardous, but the stairs were fine. So I didn't think they really even did anything, because I seen a new handrail going down.
That was upstairs.
But I don't know. When should we? I'm not gonna put it out there like until I know for sure. But we do need to talk about when I'm gonna come up there and what we're gonna do, since they know you're coming with me.
Oh, whenever.
We've already got the okay to go, so
right.
It would suck.
Hang on a second, guys. I'm gonna send this to my computer real quick so I can show it to you. And I'll show you the aluminum ladder. As soon as I find it, there it is.
How long ago was the picture from?
Not long.
Woman, don't raise your voice at me.
Well,
you have been really raising your voice at me all day today.
I'm sorry.
I guess I hit the sweet. No, I hit the sweet spot, baby.
I get agitated. I get agitated because I worry, because you seem, I'll tell you just like I do Tina. You seem naive. No, you seem naive.
Gullible.
And it worries me.
Oh, I know I'm gullible. I'll be the first one to admit that. Get off my clean clothes. Get over here. Come on. God bless, man. I just cleaned these bad boys. Jeez.
Now, make sure there ain't no.
There you go. Now it won't rock. Okay.
You got to make sure there's nothing identifiable on here. So. Okay. Now, sharing screen. I hope it works, guys. If it don't work, Dippy, you let me know.
I didn't know that was Marlena's daughter. That was supposedly that involved the oldest son. I thought it was somebody from his school. Somebody in chat said it was Marlena's daughter.
Where's that? Okay, I'm gonna try to share this. Can you see it? Dippy, can you see it?
Hold on. Can't even keep my phone up, little. Somewhat,
Can you guys see it? You have to answer me when I'm asking.
Hold on 1 second. God,
see this ladder right here, guys?
Take that out the front. All right, let me see. I can see. Once you put the picture up, I'm sure I'll be able to see.
It's up.
Because right now I don't see nothing but the thingy.
Wonder why it's not sharing.
You could send it to me.
What? How's that going to help? I want everybody else to see it.
Can you post it in your community page? And whoever wants to see it can go over there and see it.
Ah, stupid thing. Try it again. Let me know, okay, when I share it.
I don't know, Leroy. I know
Okay,
bunch
I'm sharing
of
it. Can you see it?
churches down here in North Carolina.
Dippy! Dippy.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm going to stop. Every time I ask you, can you see it, you just don't talk to me.
Dippy, what?
I ask you when I put the picture up there, can you see it?
My going in and out.
Okay, never mind. Anyways, guys, I'll put it on somewhere. I'll put it in a video or something so you guys can see it. But anyway, sorry guys. I tried to show you. Dippy, I'm sorry for yelling at you. She can't hear me again, can she? Those are Dippy's dogs barking. Trust me, if mine was barking, you'd be able to hear it.
Can somebody in the chat let me know if you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear your dogs. You've been kicked offline a couple of times. Buggy internet. Yes, they can hear you. How are you, love? You and your program Justice for Summer Wells. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I'm good. Just this case gets to me. I guess that's why I was trying to take a break from
Thank you, Alpaca.
From summer for a little while.
All right. So who said it? I saw Peas in a Pod. You said that he was on a live showing off the house weeks ago. What exactly? What part of the houses was he showing you guys? They're my dogs. One of my dogs got loose, so my husband outside, and they all get jealous. Sorry, I was trying to mute him.
Dippy, can you hear me?
I can now.
You know, you just read off 2 comments that I just got through reading.
Well, I don't know if they heard you, but I didn't hear you.
Okay.
I did not hear. That's what I asked them. I asked them in the chat. I said, "Can you hear me?" They all said yes. And I was like, I can't hear Nana if she's talking.
Well, I don't know. All right, guys. We've been on here for...
I think they're going back to court in May, right? They go back to court in May?
May or April or May. When I was talking to Don, when I tried to get him to come up on panel, he said it would be 3.5 months from then that they were going to court.
It's March.
Can you let me finish? That they were going to court for termination of parental rights. They were going to be terminating their rights of the boys in 3.5 months, unless he could come up with a lawyer to try to fight it. That's what he told me personally. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now you're not going in and out. That's why I didn't hear you sit. I mean, I was trying to hear you talk, but you kept cutting in and out, so I wasn't sorry.
That's okay. What
I
I
don't
guess what
know.
I'll
My
do is,
internet,
since how we don't have
the
a clear
internet's been really
connection,
crappy today.
since how I don't have a clear connection, I'm going to go ahead and end the live. We've been on here for an hour and 40 minutes. Did you hear me that
Babe, you have
time?
been on here for a while, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been on for an hour and 40 minutes.
Okay. I greatly appreciate you
Dang.
guys. Dang what?
Oh, I was just saying, dang, you've been on for a while.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate all you guys coming and listening to me rant and
40
rave
pounds or less.
just because I'm bored, and
I'm still
I
reading
feel
comments.
that's okay. I feel bad because I haven't made a video about summer. I'm almost over making up theories and trying to figure out what happened to this baby when we're not getting any answers. We're not finding her, and it doesn't seem like the police are even trying to help find this child or figure out what happened to her. And it really just gets to me. And then we have, and no,
Um,
nothing against you, Dippy.
yeah,
Nothing
well, she
against you,
needs
Dippy. Okay, but it just really agitates me with when you have
yeah,
Wells supporters, and I'm not talking about Dippy because she's doing everything she can to try to figure out what happened to this baby. But all the other Wells supporters that are out there, they want to holler Don and Candace are innocent. They want to put down people who are trying to figure out what happened to her. And yet that's all they're doing. They're not trying to come up with anything that happened. They're not trying to figure out what happened to her. They just want to defend the Wells and, oh, they're innocent and y'all are horrible people for saying this stuff about them. Well, what are y'all doing to change it? You know, are you out there looking? Are you trying to figure out something? Are you trying to figure out who the abductor is? Oh, and by the way, for the person who texted me and said that the Wells need a lawyer because they're planning on suing the kidnappers, please email me and tell me how they're supposed to be suing the kidnappers. If they can't find their daughter, they damn sure can't find a kidnapper to sue them.
yeah.
Right, Dippy?
I agree with you. And I just can't
I mean,
believe somebody
well, that's as bad as the
did
hot
that
air
to him.
balloons. Supposedly, the person who I heard third party, this may not even be what was said, but I heard that the hot air balloons were up in the air because whoever has Summer were putting them up in the air to keep track of where the law enforcement was so they could stay one step ahead of law enforcement so that nobody could find Summer. And that's why Summer was not been found yet. Please, come on. How crazy can these crazy people out here be? Oh.
Who was it? Peas in the pot. I agree with you 100%. Being nice to them isn't going to get you the truth either. But I'm not being nice to them, digging into the asking them all kinds of questions like that either. I want to get to know them as people before I start in on them. You know, I'm never going to be rude or disrespectful unless I have legible proof. But yeah, I agree with you there.
Is that what
And
it is?
I got another question. I have a question for you. Somebody said something about them asking for money. They have not, in my knowledge of this case, they have not asked for no money from anybody.
Excuse
me. They
me.
just said they need about $10,000 for a lawyer.
Okay, then you explain to me what chasing truth and chasing, if I'm incorrect about this, you come back and tell me. But I watched Cam's show that night.
Okay.
And when Betty got up there and Betty was saying, Don has been in contact with me and he was asking me for $10,000. Is there any way we could come up with it? Betty said, Don, I don't believe so because none of my viewers.
I don't think he was asking her. I was thinking he was telling her. Because
Hold
even
up.
Kim said that even Chasen
Hold-
said that she knew,
Oh,
but Chasen
hold
said
up.
she knew that
Hello.
that
Can
Betty
I
was
finish?
talking to him because of him mentioning the $10,000 that they needed for the lawyer.
No, what she said was, she told him, she said, no, because my viewers don't like you. And Betty said, and Chasing, you know it's the truth because he asked you too. And that's when Chasing said, I'm out of here. She is telling the truth.
About
That is what was
him,
said.
about her talking to him.
All she said to Chasing
She
was,
said, I know she's been talking to them.
No, she said, I know she's telling the truth because Betty said, you know it's true because he asked you to. And that's when Chasing said, I'm out of here. She's telling the truth. Granted, now she didn't leave because they got into a bitch fight. But she said, yes, I'm out of here because she's telling the truth. Now, if
Who's
Dawn had
being
not
rude?
asked Chasing for the money, I do believe Chasing is a stand-up person. And she would have
Yeah.
clarified, Dawn did not ask me for a dime. But she didn't. She said, I'm out of here. She's telling the truth. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm not like everybody else. I make things perfectly clear. If somebody asked me something, or if they didn't ask me something, I try to make sure and get that out there. Maybe I'm the only person like that. But I do believe if he had not asked or approached Chasing with that interest, she would have made that clear because she is a stand-up person. So, yes, I do believe that he did approach Chasing with the same request as to get the money.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Oh, no, not what you're saying. I was reading the comments. Somebody had said that Don calls the kidnapper, CPS, the kidnapper. So when he says that they're suing the kidnappers,
that's what's on the
he
screen.
might be talking about CPS. Yeah, I can't see the screen because I was looking at the comments.
I'm sorry,
I'm trying to
Blue
figure
Eyes
out who
Lovely.
Thomas. I was trying to figure out who Thomas Gray was saying was being rude. Because obviously he hasn't watched us very often talk. I'm being rude. Because I don't think I'm being rude, am I?
No.
Are you there? Okay.
Yeah. Can you not hear me? Hello?
Oh, she's fine, honey. Blue Eyes, she's fine. This is me and her daily. This is how we are daily.
We talk like this on the phone,
but we are
guys.
still friends no matter what. The way we talk, you would think we've known each other for years.
Right. But anyways, guys,
he may have to pay a back support, Susan. I'm not sure about continuously, but I think if they lose their parental rights, he might just have to pay what the back support is.
Right. If the parental
I'm
rights
not
are
quite
taken,
sure.
After the parental rights are taken, then no, they don't have to pay support after that. Hello, Plant Diva. How are you, babe?
Yeah, I didn't think
I
so.
did not know.
I'm not, it's not that I'm trying to talk over Nana. She's going in and out, so I can't really hear her.
It's okay, Thomas. It's okay. Like she said, we do this, even if she could hear me, we do this on the phone. We talk like this on the phone. That's when you know if people are friends. It's when they can argue and still laugh and say, I love you. Ain't that right, Dippy?
Yeah, and we've already made it clear to each other a case is not going to make us stop being friends.
Right. No, my
This
blood
is something we do together as a hobby. It's not. No, if her blood pressure was going up, she would have just ended the live.
Yeah.
Or just dropped me down.
Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. I'm that bitch. Oh, that's so sweet. Says
Oh,
sorry.
trust
We
me,
just
I love
stepped out on
I
that.
love Nana too.
Oh, thank you guys.
I
I love
love
you.
Nana too. If I didn't, I wouldn't talk to her on a daily basis, sometimes all day. I just realized
Right?
none of my people are over here tonight. I don't even think
Huh.
I don't think anybody knows you're alive, or my people know you're alive.
Right. Well, it was just a pop up because I got bored.
Because Maisie's been asking, and I just keep forgetting to tell her you're alive. Oh, I need Maisie to come in here, don't I?
May said, yes, you do.
Do I need
May
both of them
said,
in here real quick before you end?
yes, please, before I end, so I can go ahead and mod them for the podcast. May says, we love you too, Dippy.
Mm, mm.
Well, are you talking about the eldest child looking at Dawn? I agree. Oh, I'm that bitch. Dippy and I see the little profile picture in her thing. That's Polar Ends podcast. It's because we do argue like this. And that's when we decided to do the podcast so that we could discuss different angles of different cases. So, yeah, we started doing a podcast. It's on Sundays at 1:00 Eastern Standard Time. But it's right now until we get something settled. We're just bouncing back and forth. 1 week we do it on my channel, 1 week we do it on her channel. This week it was her channel. So, this coming Sunday, it'll be on my channel. And she just left. Are you there? I guess she's not there. Thank you, Alpaca Maid. Yeah, y'all should check out the podcast. You should check out Dippy's channel too, guys. She supports justice, should I say. I'm not going to say she supports the whales, but she does argue for justice and she argues for what's right, which is innocent until proven guilty. And I mean, but still, she is a good creator. She has passion in what she believes, and you can learn stuff from her. I promise. Y'all should go check out her channel. It's That Crime with Dippy. Don was hinting. That was the thing I was going to get to. Yes. Even if he didn't outright and ask for the money, when somebody walks in and says, boy, I wished I had $10 so I could go down here and get me blah, blah, blah. You know, they're hinting that you're wanting money. Yay, dinner is fine and served now. I can focus on y'all. What? You're cutting out, sweetheart. Innocent parents that want their child found do not play games. 100% agree with you. Hello, Miss Danica. Hi, sweetheart. Okay, hang on a second. I've got to go. I got to open this up. If it echoes for just a second, guys, forgive me. I've got to mod her, or them, should I say. Let me turn my phone down real quick. It won't let me mod them on the computer for some reason. I have to do it on my phone. Where are you at? There you are, Maisie. Add as a mod. Standard mod. Where is OG? I just saw her in here. There she is. Add as a mod. Standard mod. You're good to go, both you ladies. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Did you turn blue, guys? Are you blue? Just got home. Glad to catch you on. Well, actually, we're fixing to get out of here. But we wanted to call you guys on here so that I could mod you guys real quick. So that when we bounce back and forth with the podcast, guys, I've got 2 mods that are going over to her channel who are mods for her now. And then her 2 mods are coming over here. Not that I had to explain that to you guys, but you know what I mean. Oh, May, that's so sweet. It's Mother Goose and Maisie both. They are all dressed in blue now. Okay, guys, I do apologize for the ones that are just now coming in. And I'm sorry that it was just a pop-up live, but we have been on here for 2 hours now. So it is time to go. Thank you, Dippy. I appreciate you, sweetheart. You know I love you. I don't mean to yell. I just get upset sometimes. Thank you, guys. I will see you all on the next video or the next live. And I love you all to death. I hope you know that. I truly, truly do. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.